Welcome to Netrush Report, your home for tennis drama, rivalries, and raw emotion on and off the court. If you live for shocking twists, explosive battles, and bold commentary, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss a moment. The 2024 Wimbledon Championships carried a unique weight for Andy Murray. At 37 years old, battling injuries and facing the twilight of his career, this wasn't just another Grand Slam. It was his farewell to the sport's most iconic stage. Murray, a two-time Wimbledon champion, wanted to leave with a bang, not just for himself, but for British tennis fans who had stood by him through years of surgeries and comebacks. That's why his announcement of pairing with Emma Raducanu in mixed doubles sent shockwaves of excitement through the tennis world. For British fans, it was the perfect passing of the torch moment. The grizzled warrior who ended a 77-year drought in men's singles teaming up with the young phenom who stunned the world by winning the 2021 US Open. A duo of past and future. A story Wimbledon dreams are made of. But that dream evaporated in a single, brutal decision. On the very morning of their scheduled match, Emma Raducanu announced she was withdrawing, citing the physical toll of her singles campaign. Her body needed rest. Her focus had to remain on her singles run, and mixed doubles was suddenly off the table. For Andy Murray, it meant his final Wimbledon match, one that could have been a celebration with Raducanu, never happened. Because of tournament rules, he couldn't pick another partner. And just like that, his last Wimbledon ended not with triumph, but with disappointment. The reaction was immediate. Fans were stunned. Some called Raducanu selfish. Others defended her, pointing out her history of injuries and the physical demands of singles play. But what truly fanned the flames was a tweet from Judy Murray, Andy's mother. Her message appeared cryptic, seemingly aimed at Raducanu, and many interpreted it as criticism. Social media erupted. Was Judy Murray confirming what fans suspected, that Raducanu had let her son down? Within hours, Judy had to issue a clarification, saying her words were misinterpreted. But the damage was done. The headlines ran wild. Raducanu betrays Murray. British tennis icons at odds. The partnership that collapsed before it began. The story snowballed into one of the biggest controversies of the tournament. And yet, through it all, Andy Murray stayed silent. With Raducanu gone, Murray's Wimbledon ended in doubles alongside his brother Jamie. They lost. The fairy tale ending wasn't meant to be. For Murray, who had already withdrawn from singles due to injury, it was a bitter farewell. Wimbledon, the site of his greatest triumphs, closed its doors on him with disappointment rather than glory. A few weeks later, at the 2024 Olympic Games, Murray officially hung up his racket. His career, marked by 3 Grand Slam titles, 2 Olympic golds, and a legacy of fighting spirit, was over. But the Wimbledon controversy lingered in fans' minds. Did Murray resent Raducanu for her withdrawal? Did it sour their relationship? Or was it simply a case of bad timing and bad luck? Fast forward to now. In a wide-ranging interview with The Times, Andy Murray finally set the record straight. His words were calm, measured, but definitive. "We exchanged multiple messages since Wimbledon, and things were fine after we cleared everything up," Murray revealed. No bitterness, no resentment, no feud, just understanding. "It was obviously a pretty emotional time for me and everyone around me. So it was hard, but, like I said, I was really happy with the way that my career finished. I got to play my last match at Wimbledon with my brother." Murray made it clear. His farewell wasn't ruined by Raducanu. And their relationship? Not damaged. "Emma's not someone that beforehand we were communicating all the time or discussing ideas about her game and things like that. So that hasn't changed," he added. The message was unmistakable. There was no rift. But Murray didn't stop there. He went further, addressing the critics who piled on Raducanu after Wimbledon. He admitted that as a young player, he himself struggled when older legends publicly criticized him. "I know when I was a young British player, I found it very, very unhelpful when people that you knew or looked up to were being critical of you after losses publicly," he said. And so, Murray has vowed not to fall into the same trap. He refuses to publicly critique Raducanu, or any of the younger generation, because he knows the damage it can do. This is where the story transforms from a simple clarification into something much bigger. Murray isn't just defending Raducanu. He's protecting her, shielding her from a cycle he knows all too well. The relentless scrutiny, the crushing pressure, the feeling of betrayal when heroes turn into critics. It's Andy Murray, the mentor, the elder statesman of British tennis, showing compassion where others showed hostility. For Emma Raducanu, Murray's words matter a lot. She has faced criticism at every step since her US Open triumph in 2021. Every withdrawal, every injury, every coaching change has been dissected under a microscope. To have Andy Murray, Britain's most decorated male player of the modern era, publicly stand by her sends a powerful message. She isn't alone. And that may give Raducanu exactly what she needs as she continues her journey: confidence, support, and the reassurance that legends have her back. Outside of this story, Murray's future looks far different from most retired champions. Unlike Boris Becker or John McEnroe, he has no desire to sit in a TV studio dissecting matches. He has no interest in punditry, no appetite for publicly tearing apart players' games. Instead, he seems content with his family life, quietly supporting British tennis from the sidelines and leaving the spotlight behind. For a man who built his career on grit, resilience, and silence in the face of doubters, this quiet exit feels almost poetic. So there it is, the truth straight from Andy Murray himself. No feud, no bad blood, just two players, one at the end of a legendary career, one at the beginning of her own, navigating the pressures of Wimbledon under the harshest spotlight imaginable. Murray's message is clear: support, don't tear down. Understand, don't judge. And above all, remember the human being behind the headlines. This has been Netrush Report. If you love this deep dive into tennis drama, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next big story from the world of tennis. Until next time, keep your eyes on the court, because the drama never stops.